Hey, I'm Tara the Bard. My pronouns are they, them, and welcome to my channel. So today I wanted to talk about something that is a little bit hard to talk about sometimes, which is the need to prove that your art is good enough, or the need to prove that you are good enough. So I did a little bit of writing on this. If I'm looking over here, it's because I'm looking at that. But I also wanted this to be a little bit more of a chatty video. So I also just got my coffee here and we're gonna chat a little bit. So let's get into the video. Something really stuck with me that someone said, that a lot of people who come into this writing residency feel the need to prove themselves, to prove that their art is good enough, to prove that they are good enough to be here. And I think that if I inspect those ideas, that I am putting a lot of pressure on myself to be productive because I want to prove that I am good enough to be here. Not necessarily to other people, but to myself, because I have all these voices inside my head that are the voices of my mom and my brothers and my grandmother and all the people that I know they love me, but they have put these thoughts into my head over time that I need to prove my worth. So one of the things is that I have taken, not necessarily that they've actively said, but something that I have like ingrained into myself and that I am working to dismantle from the core of who I am, is the idea of sit down, shut up, be quiet, take up less space, be small, be less. Because I've always been too much. I've been too much for everyone else. And I'm tired of it. I have a space to be me. This is my space to take up space. So why not be here? Why not take up that space? Why not make it mine and put art on the wall that I have made, that I am pouring myself into? And that is what I want to do with this space. I think that, yes, it might be a way of trying to prove that I am enough, but not necessarily proving to those people, but proving to myself. And while I think that it's good to inspect that, I don't necessarily think that that is a bad thing. As long as you are inspecting it, as long as you are aware of it, I don't think it's a bad thing. You are doing something knowing that you are going in with a specific mindset of it. I want to prove that being vulnerable and caring isn't always a bad thing. That being caring is going to be the way forward. I don't know another way. I don't. I want to be vulnerable. I want to be open. That is the point of this channel. That is the point of being in this studio. That is the point of me pouring myself into everything that I do. I give myself over to everything that I do. I give myself over to my family and my friends and everyone. And having this studio space allows me to pour that into myself for once. I can pour that 110% into me for once. And that's something beautiful. That's something amazing. And I've always done that. I've always poured everything into everything I do. And I just want to be me. Because it has to be enough. It has to be enough to be me, to be allowed to be raw and screaming and vulnerable. There's a couple of things here that I don't want to say, so I'm gonna leave that at that. But yeah, just be real, be raw, be seen, because living is an act of rebellion, or at least for me it is. Every day of my life, I have felt like an outsider. I don't know why. But there are certain people that make me feel like I belong. And there are certain places that make me feel like I belong. And that's all I've ever wanted, is that community. And I have to pour into that if I have the chance. I have to pour into that. And I have to go into it screaming and raw. Because that is what I have to give. And that is what I have to give to myself in order to be authentically me. And I have to dismantle those beliefs of being quiet and being unseen and being small. I have to dismantle those beliefs of trying to fit in through not being seen. I have to dismantle the ideas that I will only be accepted if I will only be enough, and I will only be accepted if I am not authentically me, because I'm not doing it anymore. I'm just not. So that was my video for today. Thank you for joining me for this little bit of a ramble. I've been Hero the Bard. My pronouns are they, them. You can find my writing in the description down below. It will be in my Linktree. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!